Welcome to the Gray People Podcast, episode 21.
Welcome to the Gray People Podcast, where topics that people expect to be black and white are discussed by going into the gray areas. And now, your trio of hosts, Sebastian Zuniga, Reina Rivera, and Randy Feliz.
All right, welcome back to the Great People Podcast. This is episode 21. Yeah, we got Sebastian, Brittany, new to the show, Jenny, who you guys have met before. Yeah, and then Raina and me. So today's episode is going to be a little bit different. So we thought we would just, make it a little interesting by going into slang. So talk a little bit about some of the different slang that we use in our countries, right?
And
other countries. And then just kind of, and just kind of talk a little bit about
American.
I don't know. I thought maybe to make it interesting too, we talk a little bit about what we think the origin of the slang comes from, like how it originated. If it's, I don't know, because some of those I think we can think about, like, oh, I kind of make it related to this, or that sounds like this to me.
So, question, just to make this, I guess for the audience, for everybody listening, what do we call them? The viewers, the
listeners, the viewers.
Everybody. Thank you, Brittany.
The great people.
We brought Brittany on the show so she could help me out with these little things. Because we're going to break down the Spanish, because obviously if people don't know, there's a lot of countries that speak Spanish. I would say, off the top of my head, I'm going to say it's 13, 14 maybe. Something around there. And even though we all speak Spanish, because you get this question if people don't know Spanish, they'll say, oh, but you guys all understand each other, right? Generally speaking, we do for general terms, but there's so many different things that we have, even in our own, let's say, countries where we come from. We'll say, once again, Randy, Dominican, we got Puerto Rican, we got Mexico, Puerto Rican, and Colombian. So there's even dialects within the countries and the regions that they might not even understand certain words. So that's what we want to do here today. Let people know, there's a general Spanish that I would say comes from where, everybody? Spain.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Spaniards. So, but in everybody's country, it switches up a little bit. So we're going to get into that.
Yeah, and then
fun portion to figure out what people's words mean, because I know there's a couple things one country might say that we understand, but that might not be something nice to say at the moment. So we'll go from
some
there.
things that sound bad in one language is really not that bad in the other. And since this is in English, for the most part, we do the podcast in English, and we're going to be using some Spanish.
We'll translate it.
We'll do our best to kind of.
Now, what's a good way to say, like, not language, because it's all the Spanish language.
Yeah.
What's a good way to say that?
Dialect.
Like a dialect? Yeah. Would your Puerto Rican Spanish be a dialect versus my Colombian Spanish?
I think so. I think that's how.
Is that how we would call it?
Because we use certain words that you guys don't use.
Correct. So it'd be a dialect of Spanish.
Yeah.
Interesting. I like it.
Yeah. So Brittany's gonna be, for the most part, asking us or throwing out the words specifically to see what we know.
We should keep count as to see who wins, like at the end.
Oh, what do we win?
The high five on our water.
Returning to the next episode, Jenny.
And the people should also know that there's a dialect that I love to use known as Spanglish.
I use that though.
That is a mixture of the Spanish and English. I would say it's more English with Spanish thrown in.
Yeah.
It's not Spanish with English thrown in. That's just called not knowing English.
No, for real. So, and one thing, I guess, just to add on, right, because we kind of explain how we're going to break this down, but for some of the things, right, if maybe one person thought it meant something, right, versus something else, then we'll explain what the person thought it meant and then what it really meant, like in English.
All right, let's start.
Yeah, so how do we start this?
What do you guys want me to start with first?
Whatever word you have in front of you.
Just don't even tell us where it's from, right?
Yeah, just say the word.
Yeah, and then we'll figure out.
After you tell us where it's from.
We'll figure out for one country and what it means, and then I'll go ahead and break it down a historical lesson for everybody.
Oh, okay.
I know. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, let's start off easy.
Not with me. Let's please start off with.
Oh, it's for everyone to answer.
Yeah, it's for everybody. This is not a game for me.
Okay, so I know this one got me the most when I first moved to Utah and started meeting a lot of Mexicans.
Well, you told us it's Mexican.
Sorry, I mean everyone's gonna know though.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
the word's mande.
Mande.
Is it Monday, like Monday, like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday?
No, at this point we all know.
Mande.
Let's not pretend. That's an easy one. Monday.
No, we should have just said it, but it's cool. Okay, Mande. How do you spell Mande, by the way?
Mande.
D-E. Mande.
Pero ¿qué tú quieres que yo te mande? Que te mande
Yeah, so-
una foto.
Okay, so technically
so for
speaking,
us, it would have been that.
Like send me something,
It's
or
like,
send me to
send
do
me something.
something.
would it be technically speaking Monday? And we probably have
Like
to get in a
pardon?
dictionary, but what would that mean for everybody generally? Like, voy a mandar, like, Monday means to send?
Yeah, like
To
for
us.
me, it's
No,
to
I know
send.
that's what it means to me.
Yeah, but for
I think
so
that is what it means,
Technically.
but you would use it in a different way. It's
Correct.
like when your mom calls, she was like, Jennifer, and I'm like, Monday,
You're like, yes.
go in your room. And you're like,
Oh.
okay, like Monday,
Like-
tell me what
We
time.
always just be like, ¿qué? And then
Like Colombians, like,
Atrévete a decirme que otra
I'm not
vez.
saying, I don't know who else says it, but
It means send.
but obviously Monday means technically send
Technically, across the board.
across the Spanish. Well, we actually, I can't believe we made it this far without letting everybody know Sean's in the building behind the scenes today. So if you hear a certain cuss word or something vulgar, just know nothing's going on. And Sean just having a regular Sunday night. Okay, so Monday.
Monday.
Technically, to send, I know for Mexican people, it's like yes,
Yes,
in a
ma'am,
way,
yes,
or
sir.
like,
Yeah.
or how can
I
you say
guess
it?
it could be like you would use it in that way. Like the mom example is like a really good one. It's like telling someone to tell you what to do. Like tell me, like
So
what do you
Can
mean?
it
What do you-
also
Jenny-
mean, can you repeat yourself?
Yeah, as well. That is also
okay, so it's again, come over here, please, Monday.
no.
No, it's more
First
when they
it's
call
like-
your name, Sebastian.
Monday.
Monday. Like
Like,
Come over here and help
what?
me with the dishes. Or,
Makes sense. Colombians, we technically to everybody we say yes sir and yes ma'am.
Yeah.
So if
Sí,
my mom's
señor.
like Sebastián, sí señora, sí señor.
yeah.
I say that to everybody.
In the R,
That's
we
what I'm
actually abbreviate it because we shorten it. We just say señor, señora.
Yeah.
We don't say
So-
it like
Oh,
that.
that's so silly.
saying. So I say
Man,
so.
we're like
guess we're
all
very
improper with
disrespectful.
the gay.
I know.
Señor.
To me, que in the Colombian dialect, que is like que pa backhand right to you. You can't
I know.
people around.
That's
So
true.
sí señora, sí señor.
The
So-
gay means that to us too, but like we just don't stop saying it.
No, I'm pretty sure it's not a bad thing, but yeah, for like if you're like my mom's like, hey Sebastián, que.
Pat, the
Que
slap
no
comes right
sé, que I've
after.
been paying your bills your whole life. Que, how about you, que your ass over here? Like,
Alright, let's go with the next one.
Cool.
I like that. I like that. It's good.
Let's move on.
Let's go with chamba.
Chamba.
Chamba. I
What's
know
with
that
the
means work
trabajo?
for Mexican
Yeah,
people.
work.
Yeah.
Work.
Yeah,
Chambea.
chamba.
Pero chambea.
Chambea. Hala.
Hala.
Actually, hold on. So let's break that down. Jenny, what do you think chambea means?
Chambea?
Yeah.
Chambea, because Bad
I
Bunny
would think it's
says it
going
as a-
to work.
going to work, which is pretty good. La chamba y yo chambeo en la chamba.
So that
Yeah,
is
it's like,
wrong.
I'm going to go to work.
Chambea
Yeah,
is
I'm gonna chambea.
Chambea is-
Chambeamos.
chambea is putting one in the chamber. Chamber.
Okay.
Chambea.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Yeah.
Insane.
And then he's like,
Puerto
chambea.
Ricans.
Hala. Yeah.
You know,
For
we are very
Dominicans as well,
gangster.
or Puerto
We
Ricans?
would understand it if you said
Okay, you
it.
understand it.
Chambea, but we
So
wouldn't say it.
what? So that now that we're there, chamba, I know that means work when they're like, voy a
chamba.
a la chamba. I've also heard jale.
Jale's work as well.
Jale's work as well for
Uh-huh.
Mexican people. Hoy estoy en el jale, voy para el jale, whatever.
But it also means like jala una cerveza. Like, hey, give me like
Grab
Okay,
something.
jala for me would be pull,
yeah.
but I get it. That's
Like
cool. I
jala
like
would be
that.
like, hey, go, jala con unas sodas y like para hacer unos tacos. Like, you know, jala
Yo,
con algo like.
Holla with the whole meat for the party because I don't want nothing. Brandy,
Exactly.
so for you guys, chamba for work. What's another word for you guys? Or you just say voy a trabajar o
En la lucha. Voy para la
No,
lucha.
porque ustedes siempre están en la
No, we
What?
say that. En
no,
la
yo
lucha.
Colombians say
Lucha.
if someone says like what you up to? Oh, estoy en la
En la
lucha. You know,
lucha.
but
Trabajando, like.
we also have a word also
So specifically for work.
for work itself.
What?
They say camellar, camello. Soy el
I
camello.
don't
Voy a
know if we have
camellar.
anything.
That's what Colombians say. Voy a camellar.
I'm trying to
And
think.
that's the word is camel.
From
We know that's camel, but camellar is like voy a camellar because a camel's always like, you know,
Has something
just
like
just
that.
working, you know. So
Okay.
voy a camellar,
we
soy el camello.
say trabajando como un burro.
Trabajando como burro. And I like that. I'm liking where this episode's going.
or we say trabajando como negro para vivir como blanco. You know?
Oh my gosh.
Don't act like you guys never heard those terms
that's
in your.
true though.
That is.
But
true.
I totally disagree. I don't see color. Imagine when they say that. All right, let's keep going. I like
All right.
that. I like that.
Okay, let's go with
I want to know every Mexican word in the dictionary. Which I feel
What?
like I know plenty. What?
Guiri.
Guidi.
Guidi.
Guidi guidi. For us,
It's
that's
like
some-
Guido, like from Jersey Shore.
I know what a Guido
That
is.
is a very good guess.
I know what Guido is.
Guidi.
Please explain.
Wait, where is that from?
Okay,
I'm
so
assuming it's from
Yeah,
Puerto Rico.
place
at this
of
point.
origin?
no,
It's not.
it's
Now that you're saying it,
actually
or
from
what?
Spain.
Spain.
Oh.
But do Puerto Ricans say it at all or no?
No.
No.
Nobody
She's
else. Okay. Oh, so you're just tossing words from other places too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, tío.
So
Tío. Like we're talking Spain, tío.
I think Guiri means like a fast person. Like, oh, él es Guiri. He's like
Like a hoe?
Joder, tío.
Like a
I
hoe?
like it. They say that.
Look at that Guiri down the road.
That we know.
Guiri.
So what does that mean? I'm sorry.
It's actually tourists from North Europe.
Oh.
So when people from North Europe come down to the south
yeah,
of
so
Europe,
let's
they're like
just say it's
Guiri.
the equivalent of Puerto
Canadians?
Ricans saying
Guaynabichos?
no.
What does that mean?
Guaynabo is a place in Puerto Rico, and then
okay.
the other word is
Oh,
Calabar.
damn. Randy over here.
What is
with the
bichos? Is that like a bitch?
No, what do you think bicho
no.
means?
Bicho's a lot of
Bichos.
different things. So bicho could be an insect
It's an
for
insect.
a lot of people.
But in
Bichos
the
could also
slang
mean
version
the
of
penis. I'm
It
sorry
is, yes.
for the kids listening.
Oh, bichos.
Which for
Yes.
Colombians would be chimbo. Chimba and chimbo is two different
Chimbo?
things. Chimba means cool. We're gonna get to that. Chimbo means penis, which means bicho. So
You know what's funny?
you got to be careful.
For the R, we're not that original.
Huevo.
Huevo is for us.
Yeah.
Venezuelans say it as well.
O la manguera.
La manguera. We say la manguera. I know somebody back behind the cameras that likes that term a lot too.
La manguera.
La manguera.
Manguera.
Get a manguera.
Okay,
Alright, let's go
so
with another one.
So we're
but
back.
As
Whoa.
I was saying,
I'm sorry. Do you have
so-
more Spaniard words?
Yeah, there's a couple.
Okay, because I know.
Well, let's go
I know a
more
big one
up
there
to,
is
like,
Foggia.
other areas.
Hold on,
Like,
Yeah,
real
I
quick.
can
Put
do
this
that.
mic a little more towards the this way, like that. Yeah. Yeah, you go.
Honestly, I thought we were sticking to the words from our countries
That's what
here,
I thought too.
but I have no problem with Spain if that's
Yeah, no,
what Tommy
we said
said
that
I
right in the
mentioned off a lot of different places earlier, and
Yeah,
I
she
was like,
said
yeah,
she was
do
going
it.
to. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So what's next,
I'm
Brett?
so sorry.
So
Smack me off
next,
camera.
let's go with
She's like, now that we're in Latin America, let's go to Angola.
echar los perros.
That
That's
was like cheating on someone.
make
Echar los
someone
pelos?
jealous.
That sounds like it.
No?
Oh, I thought echar los pelos was like when you
When you send the people like, yo, I'm gonna send my guys after you.
No, no,
But
no,
you're
no,
like,
no,
I
no,
think
no.
it's hard to
I
make
know.
someone jealous.
when
or
you echar los
something.
pelos, isn't it like you tell a girl like, damn, you're so fine, like you're like
Oh, that makes
you're
sense.
throwing like like
No, that's a
Piropo?
cheat.
Like cat calling.
like catcalling, like
Like
Yeah.
dog calling.
that's
That
what
would
it
be
is,
it, that's
and
right.
it's from Mexico, isn't it?
It's to court someone. It's actually from Venezuela.
Venezuela.
Yeah.
Oh, echar los pelos.
Oh,
Okay.
you
So
would
what-
know, Sebastian. You would know.
I would know because I read a lot,
And he hangs out with a lot of Venezuelan.
Thanks.
Leave.
Randy needed to clarify that.
as well as Dominicans, Puerto Ricans,
Yes, go on.
Mexican. Okay, I lied. Americans.
I'm like the only Mexican.
Let's go with
You're my
fresa.
favorite.
Fresa.
Fresa?
I know what that is. I'm gonna
Fresa.
skip
It's
it.
like cursi.
No, it's like a prissy, like poppy, like popular girl. Like
So that's what we would call cursi too.
Yeah.
Cursi.
Yeah.
Cursi, I think
Oh,
is
what?
actual.
Cursi for us is like romantic.
Correct.
Like
Oh,
cute.
really? No,
Like,
for us.
oh my gosh, they just like kissed on
For
other.
us,
Like,
it's like-
cursi. Yeah.
I like that.
That's
pretty
crazy.
dope,
Like
you know what
stuck
I'm
up.
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So, okay. Now that we're there, since you said fresa, the opposite of fresa would be, for you, naco. Or what would it
Wait,
be?
naco?
What would be the opposite of fresa?
You be watching too
Probably
much.
naco. I don't know the opposite, but naco is like
Mhm.
Low class,
Low class?
ghetto, like ghetto.
So, fresa doesn't
Gaffa
technically,
kinda, yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
a preppy, you said like a preppy, like high, so low class.
So
I don't know if
This
it's
is
class.
impression.
It's just the way that
She's like
you present
non-Mexican.
Okay, yeah. It's,
not
your personality,
necessarily-
not
yeah,
your
it's your
class.
personality,
and to
not your
and to break
class.
it down for our listeners or viewers, fresa in English is strawberry,
It's strawberry.
Yes.
Yeah,
so you
but
can
not
get
in
a
the term
strawberry
that we're
everywhere
using
you'd
it.
like.
and naco doesn't translate to anything in English.
So
just
I
maybe
think-
ghetto.
They would say ghetto.
Yeah,
and
maybe
you're so
ghetto.
ghetto.
That's us saying cafre.
Yeah.
Like someone ghetto is cafre.
Well, you're supposed to phrase it like
Un
a
ordinario,
question.
we would say.
Like,
Too
Que ordinario.
Yeah, I guess we could have phrased it as a
Ordinaria?
question.
Ordinario.
That sounds like, I don't know, really like hurtful.
Ordinary.
Tú eres un ordinario.
Basic.
Cero class.
Sorry.
You're basic.
Cero.
I know, that's literally what it feels like. You're
That's it. You're
basic.
basic.
Usted
All right, Britt, give us some more.
We can go with Randy's favorite, a fuego.
A fuego.
What is
What do you think that means,
No one
Jenny?
said nothing.
A fuego?
A fuego.
A fuegoski.
If you hear like a fuego, what is that? What
That
is
means nothing to me. Like
Really?
that means
Nothing?
nothing to me. No,
You're like,
It's lit.
not in Spanish. Not in
Esto está a
English.
fuego. You're like,
It's lit.
It's lit. A
It's
fuego.
lit.
A fuego.
yeah,
Yeah.
a fuego.
I guess it
It's
can
lit.
translate to that nowadays.
Yeah. Now it's
And
lit.
now you can.
We got to get to the words that are like
More-
vaina y bacano because
So let me ask you.
that's gonna open up so
Yes.
many doors.
Let me ask
here.
you this: if I say se le guañangó, What
Sounded
does
like
that
you
mean
said
for you
something
guys?
from
Sounds like a country, like
yeah, in West Africa.
Is that where you're gonna travel to? That sounds like a great paradise place.
I'm gonna go. Like that's what it sounds like.
Yeah. Like,
With all due respect to everybody.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
What does it mean?
All right. What do you,
yeah,
so
what does that mean?
It means African
Wait,
traveling.
So-
can you say it one more time? And
Is
can
it a
you,
fruit?
can you use it in a sentence?
ese muchacho se desguañangó.
Oh, he
Se jodió, se dio, like he
No,
hit
no, no,
himself.
He let himself go, maybe?
I
Now
know.
you guys are getting
Good guess,
closer.
good guess.
Desguañangó is like almost to like get destroyed, but almost like, so for example, if someone's coming in a motorcycle and they
Yeah.
just fell, you see
Oh,
it.
like
I
they ate
was
shit
right.
or something like
Sí.
Close.
Oh.
Urena was close. So yeah, it would be like, ay, mi madre se desguañangó. It's like,
But where does that word even come from?
that. Se pasó
Well,
la
obviously,
madre.
we don't know where all these
So,
words come
so
from.
if you
but
think about it,
I get it.
en guañangó,
He's together. Say this.
But Enguanyango is not even a word to begin with, so
No, it is.
I
It
know.
is for them. We can't go.
No, engañangó is not a
oh,
word.
I'm sorry, I said it wrong this whole time. Engañango.
But so there's like, all right, let's
Next,
move.
next. Let's do some Colombian ones.
All right, so
Yeah,
what
what
was
do you
some,
got there, Britt?
I got anything from Colombia, so
I thought
give
you were on
us
the
something.
website.
yeah, but it doesn't have Colombia on it.
Oh, you give
I
us
I have a
something, Seba?
Mexican list if you want.
All right,
Oh,
give
you
us
Continue with you,
something, Jenny.
please. Let's do
want me
that.
to say it? Okay,
Yes.
what do you guys think chingon means?
Ding ding. That means I'm over here playing a game. Eso está
But
chingón.
doesn't it
That's
mean like different
cool.
things depending
It
on
can mean
how
a lot
you
of
use it?
How
different
you
things.
use it?
Yeah, it
It's
does.
just that
Está
chingón is like that's
chingón.
cool.
For
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
most part, is that's cool.
And then also like
Okay, chingo.
soy chingón, like I don't know, like I'm
Like,
daring, like
no, soy
I'm
chingón
about
is
that
like I'm
Soy
the
un duro.
boss. I'm like
So I
un
guess
duro.
there's like, so chingon would be like, that's super cool. Like, oh man, this mic está chingón. Like, oh my god, this is the
Thank you,
coolest
thank
mic I've ever seen.
Está, ese mic está
then-
bacano.
Yeah.
Yeah, we say bacano.
So, but also chingón, cool. Now that we're on that word, my bad.
Mhm.
Because I've heard like cool could be oh está padre.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's more
too.
fresa.
So
That's more of a
people.
fresa term, but yeah.
Yeah.
correct. So the listeners gotta listen to because there'll be
I'm actually
multiple.
surprised how much I know about Mexicans.
No, I
oh,
know-
you
I
are
know-
Mexican.
I know plenty. You know.
No, but I'm actually surprising myself now when you said like, oh,
No, that's what I'm saying. Like está chingón, está padre.
But then
Also,
also chingon can mean like, ay no para de chingar. It's muy
When you're
chingon.
annoying.
Like they're annoying AF. Like,
deje joder.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Deje la
stump you.
joda.
I'm gonna stump you with this one because every time I hear chingon, and sometimes you guys abbreviate it to like, oh, hold un chin, right? And like you
or
leave it at that,
Yeah.
or oh, okay, you know, un chin or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: if you heard that, like, oh, dame un chin, what would that mean to you?
Chin. I would assume that it would be like, give me like more salsa on my tacos. Like, give me un
She
chin.
said
Like a lot. Un chingon, chingon,
Like,
like.
give me a good amount.
That'd be
on
crazy. You
that.
gotta be careful. You go to Mexico first. Dame un chingón, quiere un montón. No, that's it.
You know, that's
But un chin for Dominicans
It's
mean a
actually
little
the
bit.
It's very
Means
tiny.
Oh, really?
A little bit.
Yeah, like if I
Dang,
were to
that's
come to you, I'm
crazy.
like, dame un chin chin, like it'll be like tiny.
I'd be like,
Wait, so let me clarify.
Dame
So
un chin
So
chin.
if you actually say dame un chin to a girl in Puerto Rico,
Yeah, what is that?
like
She'll give you
you're
chin.
asking her for
well.
a piece.
Oh, that's. Oh, I
That's
am
a
asking
lie.
for a piece.
Of course,
That's
dame
why
un
it
chin.
sounds so
Shit, dame un
familiar.
chin.
Uh-huh.
Give me a little piece.
I should have be like,
Dame
dame
un
two
chin.
chins.
Yo, that rolls off my tongue
two
easy.
chains?
Dame un chin.
Jenny, I like what you're saying. I need more of these Mexican words in my life.
Wait, let me
Okay.
clarify.
Okay,
So
go ahead.
when I asked you to describe yourself in one word and you said it
I'm
muy
like chingon now.
How? What did you
Una
mean?
dura.
Ah, like I'm cool.
Yeah.
Eso una dura.
She's like,
That's what we would
"Muy
say.
chingona."
Es una bacana.
Yeah.
Una dura. That's what we would say in Colombia.
What does
Think it's
dura
bacán.
mean? Because that sounds
Dura-
like
Wait, let's
Dura
use
is
it in a
hard.
word.
Dura,
Ah,
dura.
Sebastian.
Obviously,
That was one of
technically.
our words.
Oh,
I was
dura
gonna
is
actually
hard.
say that.
Oh, because we say dura.
No, because we would be
duro.
saying like, ese hombre está duro. Like, what would you say? What would you
Yeah.
think?
Está duro, like mamado, like buff, like
My
No,
mom
my
something else. I'd be like, dang. I'd be like, what?
It actually means that he's good looking. Like he's
Stop.
hot.
yeah.
duro.
See,
But that's also like tola. Está como tola.
She's like Thor. Yes, I get it. My bad. That's what you said?
No, because tola is supposedly this really hard metal. So like he's está bien duro. Like está como
No,
tola.
no,
Thor.
you know
Thor's
what?
hammer.
Let
Get
me.
it.
I'm sorry to
wait,
have
so
to break this
mamado for
down.
you is something bad?
I'm
Yes.
sorry.
What do you
Yes, it would be
mean?
like.
No, hold on. Let me break this last one
I'm
down.
sorry.
Tola. So what the
Okay.
origin of that is pistola. It's a gun. It's hard. Metal. Tola.
Tola. Yes.
You know, shorter. And then like.
Wait, she asked the question.
I'm
though.
just kidding. I know. That's what I will make out of
Roca,
it.
roca.
I feel like I cannot
She
find
asked
the
if
origin.
mamado is a bad word for us.
Yes.
Well, mamar is like
Mamad, yeah. So
Mamad.
mamado to me would be some.
You're
So
done.
what, yeah, what was done, like getting.
You got sucked.
Getting
How are you,
Yeah.
mamado?
A ti te ma-
I just got mamado.
¿Cómo te dejó? Mamá.
Mamado. Felicidades.
Oh my god.
Which would be congratulations.
Let's go into the Puerto Rican one. So
No, hold
I
on.
want Jenny to guess.
She'll get back to that guessing. She got a big list. I want to see a
okay.
couple
No,
words.
you want a couple more? Okay.
Give me a
Let's
couple
see.
more before we go to PR and get crazy.
Dang, we have to be the crazy ones.
No, this
I
shit's
don't
pretty crazy
know.
too.
Well, I feel like.
Everything's crazy when you don't know it.
That's true.
What about ni modo? Like that one.
Ni modo? Okay, that's a good one.
Like whatever.
Yeah.
No,
Because
it's like,
what would we say instead of ni modo? What
like,
would,
oh well.
Oh well.
Oh well is in English ni modo, but what would you say in Spanish? Would you say the same thing? Oh,
yeah,
ni
we'll
modo?
say ni modo.
Yeah.
Yeah, ni modo.
Ya
So
que.
that's-
Ya que.
What about
Dale
andale?
banda.
Andale. That's a good one. What would you say
Andale,
instead of andale?
Ándale.
What does andale first mean, please?
Like hurry up. Like andale.
But hold
Did you
on.
not see Speedy Gonzalez?
I know.
Ándale means.
So,
Ándale, hold on, let's break that down because Ándale has so many levels. Ándale could be like, yo, you coming to the party with me? Ándale. That's like, yes.
Yeah, like let's
you
go.
could say
Yeah.
you could say that too. Okay, so do you guys have a technical way of somebody saying something? Andale. You would say instead of you saying yes, you'd be like tato.
Date
You would
prisa.
say that
Tato, we say tato.
And-
Oh
Instead
wait,
of-
to say like who I'm going?
because we're gonna use both examples. Like when she says andale, like Colombians say agale. Like you're like if someone says like oh
To hurry up.
agale,
like, do
hurry
it.
up. Or if someone says like instead of tato, you could use it too. Like yo, vamos para la fiesta, agale.
We just
like,
say avanza.
yeah.
Oh, what the
Avanza, you could say that too.
But I want
That
to
sounds
just
more
like to hurry
proper.
up.
All right, so
We
what's
say dale.
Dale,
We
we
do.
say dale a lot too.
Dale, but you know what's
With us,
interesting to
dale would
me?
be sale. Oh, sorry, Randy.
No, you're good.
People
Cubans
says
to me
dale.
say dale a lot more than I think everybody.
Everybody.
I always say
Every other
Cubans,
word.
Dale,
Dale.
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 Who, Pitbull?
Yeah. Well, no.
I've met a
That's
couple.
great
I've been to them.
example.
No,
Dale.
but that's actually really true
Yeah.
because when I moved to my second apartment in college, the landlords were Cuban, and like every other word was dale.
Yeah.
Dale,
Like-
we'll need the rent. Dale,
Yeah.
dale by Monday. Dale, rent. Dale, con
Dame un
nosotros.
descuento.
Dale, dale, dale,
Dinero.
Dale, el dinero.
dale, dale, don dale.
All right. So, let me ask you this, and I guess more for Jenny, because I think you guys all know this. But if I say toy quillao, what do you get?
Quillao?
Toy quillao. Me quillé, me quillate.
I feel like upset.
Wow,
Like the
100
That's a
points for
good.
you.
That's a good
Really?
one.
Wow.
Wow.
We gotta actually clap one time.
Yay!
One time.
Thank you.
No, that's actually pretty good. Toy quillao. Tengo un
Yeah.
quille right now. It's just, well, no, we wouldn't say it like right now. Tengo un quille, déjame
It's
tranquilo.
like Kiao sounds like I don't know. What does it sound like? Like cansado maybe? Like I don't know. For some
Estoy
reason I got that
harto.
emotion
Estoy
to
harto
it.
de
Yeah.
esta
Estoy
vaina.
harto.
Yeah.
de esa
Me
vaina.
tienen hasta aquí.
Yeah,
Dice la
yeah.
coronilla.
Probably that.
That's-
It's just I felt the emotion.
All right, that's true. I guess.
Okay, so
I,
harto. Now you say, so okay, let's go to all those words of you're upset. What would you say in Mexico if you're upset? Mexican people, what do they say? Estoy bravo, estoy...
Emputado.
Encabronado.
Estoy. No. tengo-
Colombians say
tengo
estoy
emputo.
emperacado.
Puta.
Chinga.
So there's like encojonado, quillaos, let's say like you guys. So Puerto Rican say
Encabronado.
encojonado, we say that too.
I feel like we don't even say it. We just show it.
What do you say?
Damn, she said
Over
we beat you
here.
up.
We're
They
like,
have
we
no
just-
words, just actions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you mad, you know I'm mad when I'm mad.
There's
So
no,
let's ask-
there's no need to announce it. I'm mad.
I'm
So-
already mad.
What if we ask? What if we say like tato tao?
Okay,
What's
I
that?
don't even know.
Total?
Tato tao.
Total?
That seemed like some bread.
That sounds like hungry, yeah, like you want a
Nah, I
torta
heard
or
of it.
something.
some bread.
Quiero una torta. Estoy total.
That's a good word right
Me
there.
hace
My
falta
bad.
una torta.
Shit, my bad. I'm out here destroying everything. But see, every word that keeps coming along, I start thinking about something else. So like, I kind of feel like that was the way the conversation's going. Like she said, torta. What's torta mean for you?
For me, it's like a cake.
Correct. For them,
What?
it's a sandwich.
I
A
know.
cake? That's
Yeah.
what I always hear, and I'm like, why do you guys want
Un
like
pastel.
Una torta.
What's a pastel?
It's,
It's a
cake.
very delicious food that you eat during Christmas time in Puerto Rico.
Correct.
See?
Different.
But then we say
Pas-
bizcocho.
pastel for
We
me
should
is
show
cake.
photos.
For you guys, it's bizcocho. Bizcocho, pastel,
Pastel.
torta.
I was told that we're
Cut in
not
the
to say
pictures. Cut in the
bizcocho.
pictures
Yes.
right here.
What's it for you
Here's a
guys?
cake. Un
For
tres
us,
leches.
it's just cake.
First is
but
cake, but a previous person, team leader person, boss person, whatever, and from the Mexican world told me that bizcocho meant a woman's
Like the woman's part.
like their vagina.
Me dio su bizcocho.
Yeah,
Because-
and I was offering my birthday cake at work.
I get it.
So I guess I was offering my thing to everybody.
That's a good.
Also, there's
I don't know
that.
about
But
that. I don't think I've heard
If you say like tato tao is like you're crazy. It's like
Oh,
he's
yeah.
crazy. He's toasted up
Está
here.
tostado.
If está loco.
He's
What do you
fried
think?
up.
What do you think hanguear means?
Hanguear?
Super simple.
Hanguear?
Dang, Sebastian.
I don't know, but that sounds like to have sex for some reason.
No, keep in mind
Puerto Rico uses a lot of
Espérate,
Spanglish.
pero yo puedo
No.
hanguear con Sebastián.
Hanguear?
Yo puedo hanguear con
I
Sebastián.
mean, anyone can.
Oh, you know what's
Anyone
crazy?
can have sex.
Anybody can.
Anybody can.
No. Actually, to break that down,
He really wanted to.
No, on the real. So,
That's none of my business.
talk,
one thing to keep in
So
mind
you got
about
an open
Puerto
relationship.
Ricans.
all right. So the origin is to hang out, right?
Oh,
hang
hanguear.
out.
It's
Oh,
handled.
I get it.
But you know what's crazy? Because you get that. But if we say yo quiero manguear,
Wait,
yo
whoa.
quiero mangar, yo
Well,
quiero
now that
mangar.
means to have sex. 'cause-
Yeah, for us it was like, oh,
With the-
like
with
yo
the
quiero mangar
manguera.
contigo, like
yeah,
just.
manguera.
But mangar, hanguear, it's just kind of close to me in my
She's
head.
like,
I
you
don't
and
know.
Sebastian
Yeah,
have a
like
relationship.
the thing about Puerto Ricans and the word hanguear is that we use a lot of anglicismos, which is essentially taking an English word and making it Spanish.
Yeah, like
Now,
Like
parking.
hanguear.
but that happens a lot with Mexican people, and
Yeah.
especially like in the border, like people that are like from Chihuahua. What is it, like Sinaloa, que está on the border?
Yeah.
They also use they
Tijuana.
do that a lot too, where they grab English words because they're so close to the country
Yeah.
that they hear them. Like troca, that's used everywhere.
Truck.
Yeah.
Like for us
That's
would be
a truck.
camioneta. It wouldn't
Oh,
be
that's-
troca. But
what do you think?
That's a, that's
Actually,
what-
going
that's a
along
word.
the transportation realm, what do you think guagua is?
Well, if you want transportation,
What? Is
I
it
think
like
it's-
un bochito, like a?
I don't even know.
I don't know what that is.
Oh dang! Okay.
Please explain.
What's the Volkswagen? The Beatles?
That's
Oh.
Beetle for me.
Oh, really?
I would
Yeah.
call it a Volkswagen.
A bochito's a Volkswagen.
Oh,
Beetle.
nice.
I mean,
What's it
we
called?
just call it
Bochito.
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 Bochito. At least from where I'm from. Obviously,
That's a
I'm
where are you
from
from? Please.
Jalisco,
Oh,
Guadalajara.
Jalisco. That's dope.
So-
That's a huge city.
Yeah, well, I'm from El Rancho.
She's
Oh,
like,
that's the best rancho
campesina.
ever.
So it's like 4 hours away from Guadalajara Rancho. So,
Okay,
what's
hold
up,
on.
amigues? Amigues de Hidalgo.
So, quick question, because okay, Guadalajara's the state. No, Jalisco's the state.
Jalisco the state.
And Guadalajara is a city.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
So it's basically like I'm from West Valley from over there.
From
'Cause-
Salt Lake, let's say.
Yeah. So like Utah's Jalisco equivalent.
So, Guadalajara is Salt Lake,
Yeah.
and then you're from.
So
Which,
for
by the way,
anybody listening to us around the world,
We're
West
from
Valley is a
Utah.
smaller city in Utah.
Yeah. So
yes.
that's what pretty much
Jalisco's the
is.
second big. Jalisco's the second biggest city in Mexico after Mexico City.
Yeah,
And
it's
Tenth-
more like-
it's the 10th largest city in Latin America.
and
It's a huge
guagua
city.
means bus.
Yeah,
Oh,
for us,
guagua means bus?
the same
Yeah.
for us in the yard.
Versus
guagua.
autobus or
Yeah.
a bus.
And
Hold
I
on,
bus-
should say
somebody
bus.
told
See?
me
Yeah.
previously that
El bus.
pecera was a buzz. Is that not
I've
true?
never heard that.
I'll be talking
I
to the
guess
wrong
it depends.
Mexicans. I
No,
swear.
but again-
Oh, shit, you didn't hang out with me more.
I know.
But it's
No, but
also
again,
like
it's all
different
different.
places.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
different.
Where was this
Correct.
person from?
Mexico's a really big
Like
place.
that?
Yeah, for
Mexico
real.
has
Oh,
for,
if it has a lot of different slang than
for,
what I have.
for
But-
people, and that's what we're saying. We're going back to breaking it down by regions and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Mexico's such a big country that has so many different accents. You hear Mexican people from the border, they sound different. You know, from the south heading towards Central America, Guatemala, they sound different. In the coast, they sound different. El DF in the city, they sound completely different. Which they
Yeah.
call them what?
Yeah.
Chilangos? Is that
No,
Chilangos?
that's
Chilangos, I
from
think
Chile.
more like, yeah.
No.
Or no,
So
from-
what's
No,
somebody? From,
Chilangos, I think, are people that are
that
like.
rude?
No, wait, hold on.
There is
'Cause
some,
there's there's a difference of people that like are born here and grow up here, or people that come here very young, or
Oh,
that,
okay, okay.
That's
Chilango,
Chicano.
Chicano.
That's
That's what I'm
Chicano, I
saying.
get
No,
it,
but
I get
Chilango,
What are they-
Chicano, all those are different
do you
kinds.
know what they call
Chilangos?
Mexican people from the capital?
No,
Can we let
honestly,
the
I
Mexicans
wouldn't.
Because they have a
explain?
nickname for
And
them.
that's what I'm thinking. I don't
No,
know.
I honestly don't know.
It's
I
cool.
wouldn't be able
We'll
to
find out and we'll upload the answer.
Yeah.
All right, let's continue with the words.
So
then,
let me ask you
if
this:
anybody
if I
has one.
said "te di banda," te di
Which,
banda, y te solté.
Which is in the song right now by
boté.
Gabriel and Nicky Jam.
Diddy Banda.
Because
Well,
banda for you is a group.
Banda, yeah, so for me was
Los
like,
Tigres del Norte. that
maybe
was
they
joint.
serenaded you, they like took a banda to your window and like.
And this is
was
so
all
funny because
romantic.
in yours you're saying
Opposite.
you're saying dieron banda. You're like they brought a band.
Like
Te di
serenaded
banda
me.
is that I like literally I'm done with you. I kicked
I
you
let you
out.
go.
I let you go.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, in Spanish. So when you hear Ozuna, te di banda y te solté,
Te
it's
di banda is like-
Yeah.
God.
But didn't I remember you explained? Now that I'm remembering that in DR,
Yeah,
when you the banda is when you like
cut
cut
it
a
off.
kite.
cut it off.
Or something like that.
When you cut things off. So, for example,
okay.
as kids, we always said it growing up, like if you were flying a kite and they either got, like the string will break sometimes because of the strong, like the winds were stronger than the el hilo, or like we used to fly them, and that's
They
a whole
would
different story.
attach blades to their kites.
Yeah.
Fly them in the air.
It's such a dangerous
Yeah,
place.
sure. All right,
Right?
so
So did I say that right? Yeah.
so
I mean, we would call it lifty.
Yeah.
so in DR again. So growing up, we would say like "te di banda," which is like "I'll let you go," or "si se fue en banda," like if your kite or la chichigua, like we call it, "se fue en banda" is because it's gone with the wind.
Oh,
So sometimes, honestly, depending on the little kite that you made from scratch, sometimes if it wasn't that worth that much to you, you would like give it all this like sometimes like 2 little cones of hilo, right, which it goes super far, and then you just sick of it, you just let it go. So you be like, "Le di banda," like just like you let it go. So, but yeah,
I
so
don't
that's
think we
what,
haven't heard that many Colombian ones.
yeah. So about what's
Okay. You guys ready for the rest of the show then? Okay. So, is there any particular things you guys want to hear?
No,
Oh,
just
just throw some
whatever.
random
Okay,
ones.
Okay, so there's obviously a lot of words. I was actually thinking about like sayings. Also,
Mhm.
that'd have been kind of cool to getting into sayings of people's different countries. But like I was talking with Randy off air, where he said, okay, Randy says, "Que lo que?" I've heard Puerto Ricans say "Que lo que hay," right?
Que es la que
La que
hay.
hay.
La que hay. Okay, I've heard that before too. There's many ways Colombians to say. Obviously, technical would be like "Hola," ¿cómo está? But they say "Que hubo?" "Que hubo" is "Que
Que
hubo?"
hubo? Que hubo?
"Que hubo?"
We saw
They
that
also-
too.
They say because I've heard like girls say "Que hubo?"
Yeah.
So
Like,
and-
yeah, like,
so we say "Que hubo?" Or we could also say "Entonces qué?" Like what's up? Entonces qué?
That'll be the first thing you say
Yeah,
to
entonces
someone
¿qué?
when you show up.
Entonces qué reina? Like, oh, what's up? ¿Qué reina?
That sounds like fighting words to me.
Que más-
Entonces, ¿qué? I'm like, I'm about
Exactly.
F
So
you
then
up.
and then you
That's
say
probably like us saying Ike.
I know. It sounds,
Yeah.
sounds like you're about to
and
beat
then
somebody.
like, oh, ¿qué más? Like that's another one. ¿Qué más? Actually, that would be more. ¿Qué más? Y Q would be like, ¿qué más reina? Like, oh, what,
we say
what
"que lo
more?
que,"
¿Qué más?
or we say "que lo what."
Que lo
Que
what?
huele.
Or you say,
or que lo
¿Qué lo
que
Kentucky?
vato?
¿Qué lo Kentucky?
Que lo Kentucky.
Que lo
And then somebody's supposed to
Kentucky.
say fried chicken.
So yeah, that's big.
So we get crazy
Q.
with it in the "que lo Kentucky."
Obviously, we're gonna get into friend. Friend, there's a couple different words you could say, which generally for pretty much all these countries, probably not Mexico, but pana. We know pana means friend, obviously. El pana, we also say pana, panita. Parce is really big to Colombian culture. Parce, what that means was, it's like your patch, your dude. El parcero, la parcera, el parcerito is when he's young. Your main person is la llave, tu llave, your key. So you're like,
So,
entonces que llave, mi llave, like what's up, like that. Nietzsche for us, also, ¿qué más mi Nietzsche? Nietzsche is black for us. It means like
Wait, isn't there a grupo?
Grupo Nietzsche,
Nietzsche,
the
they were all
black
black.
group.
Huh.
So entonces que me
Yeah,
Nietzsche.
that's why
Nietzsche
they were called
is
Grupo
Nietzsche is
Nietzsche, I knew
prieto.
that. Yeah.
So like
Randy,
entonces
what
que
do
mi
you mean
Nietzsche. That's mi Nietzsche.
No?
Grupo Nietzsche was a bunch of black dudes from black dudes, so it's like Nietzsche.
That's funny.
What
So-
the Nietzsche?
So you can say like, oh, kill me Nietzsche, que más mi Nietzsche.
So kind of like, what's up, my?
Yeah, what's up, my nigga? That's basically what it is. Oh, entonces,
That is so
what's up?
funny.
What's up, my nigga? Hey, Tego Calderón says it in the song where he's like, in Bandoleros, when he says it, he's like, el Nietzsche que no discrimina. When he says like the nigga that doesn't discriminate, he's talking about God himself.
Interesting.
And in the song that he says, estamos chilling, when he says, he's like, Salvador está chilling, he's like, Buenaventura está chilling. He went to Colombia and did a huge concert, but he did it in the Pacific, where there's a lot of black people, and he did it in the coast as well. And then he started talking to Colombian people and started saying like Nietzsche. He got really into the culture. Also, Residente, when he went out that ways, he learned that about the culture. So you'll hear them say it sometimes, it'll be like Nietzsche, and it's funny because it's like, it just means nigga. That's all
Yeah.
it means. But parce, parcero, pana, el panita is if he's young.
So
Java is your
give
main
us some
person.
words for us to guess.
Okay. Yes,
I mean,
yes.
if you don't want me on the podcast, Jen,
No, I
please get
can't. Sorry.
Let's see. Sometimes it's like tough, off the top of your head, because I say these things like, it's
So, for example, I'll throw one that's Colombian. The only one that I probably know for now while Sebastian looks it up.
okay. Go ahead.
Well, what do you think it means if someone says, es una chimba?
Es una chimba. It sounds like a chinga. Like,
You correlate everything into sex.
That's not sex.
What's chinga?
Chinga's like the way I'm
Like
gonna chinga, like the way I chinga, like I'm gonna beat you up.
But I thought chinga was like.
It
Is
could
that not
be.
what that means for you
See,
guys?
the thing is, like
for us.
Mexican slang.
I'm
Yeah,
confused
that's
now.
for you guys.
The
no?
thing is, on the
I
real,
thought that
like,
came from Mexican.
on the real Mexican slang, like it's kind of crazy because like es una chinga, it could be like that's hard. It's a bother.
It's a hard job.
It's a hard thing. Yeah, it's like.
Wow.
But then a hit could be like, and funny enough, like years back when we first started hanging out here with the Latin community, we were at a place and one of our friends got in a fight with some dude that was Mexican. And that was, I don't know why, the funniest things. He squares up, takes off his shirt and everything. He's like, "Ven, que te entro a chingazos, güey." And I was like, and I was laughing because I'm
Randy's
like,
"What do you
he
mean?
just
You're
looked like
gonna
a
hit him
clown
with
to me.
your
He was
fist?"
just, almost to me looked like, when someone just saying things and you're like, you make no damn sense right now. That's what he looked like
We're
to me.
gonna
Te entro a chingazos,
we're gonna
güey.
go through that couple words there. But you were saying
Chimba really means like
Chimba.
really cool.
Cool.
Like,
So we go
cool.
back to we say
That sounds
está bacano. We could also say bacán,
Bacán.
chévere, y
That's cool.
super Colombian. But to the region that I've explained to you guys earlier, in Colombia, it's also a pretty big country. It's probably the size of Texas and Montana put together. That's the size of Colombia, so it's a decent size. The region, which is Paisa, which is like the Colombian accent that generally everybody hears, and they're like, "Oh, that's that Colombian, that little cantadito," like the way they sound when they speak. That's the one that's famous because that's the one that's like you hear Pablo Escobar and all these Netflix shit. I hate saying that, but that's the accent that people are like, "Oh, you must be
they
Colombian."
stereotype.
Because they stereotype. Because the Colombian accent breaks down. If you're from the coast, Cartagena, like let's say Carlos Vives, Shakira, they sound like they're Cuban. If you're from the west, you sound a little different. You're from the south, you sound indigenous. If you're from Bogota, you sound a different way. And if you're from the Paisa region, where a majority of like the culture that's out to the world comes, that's where a lot of these terms come, and that's where my mother's side is, where they grow coffee in Colombia. So it's
Coffee.
Paisa, huh?
Paisa. And como, oh, ese Paisa. Like for Mexicans, it'd be like, ese Paisa, let's say it's like a Mexican, let's say, or somebody.
Yeah.
like
For
a
us,
paisano.
if Colombians are like, oh, es que es un Paisa. Oh, he's a Paisa, he's from Antioquia region, he's from Pereira, Armenia, which means that's the area that you're from. And in the States, majority of Colombian people that you'll probably run into, and you'll be like, I think that's the Colombian that I was talking to. It might be a Paisa. It could be someone from Bogota, which wouldn't be considered that, but that's the main accent. I just wanted to bring that up. Like, maybe when people hear people from Puerto Rico, they're like,
Would that be
they
like
might be from
Jíbaro?
San Juan. Let's say, yeah,
Jibaro. Jibaro is more
It's like
Puerto
from the
Rican, right?
country. Yeah, it's like someone
Correct.
from the country.
So that's like the big one. So bringing that back, chimba. Oh, eso es una chimba. The whole country will say bacano, bacán, chévere, and now they say chimba, but chimba originates from the Paisa region, and for them it's like super cool. That's where like Nicky Jam lives. That's where J Balvin is
Eso es
from.
una
Maluma.
chimba.
Es una chimba, parce, which means like yo, that's super
I'm gonna start
like
saying these things.
cool.
Tight.
So a couple words
Es
here
una
for Reina.
chimba, parce.
Es una chimba, but remember, chimbo means penis. So don't be like, eso es un chimbo.
Es un chimbo.
Whoa, there's dicks flying out over there. Okay, what does this mean? If they say el parche,
El parche.
el parche. If Colombians will say, they'll say
I'll say that's the connect.
el parche.
El parche.
Sounds like a patch.
Patch
Yeah, like
es
a
parche.
patch.
It derives from that. Esto es un parche. Un parche es
Un
un
grupo.
group, un combo. So there's like
Oh.
el
Un
parche.
corillo?
El corrillo
corillo.
es
For
so,
us, it's un coro.
un coro, right? El parche. We also
What
say
would you say
combo.
for a group of people,
A
of friends, I guess, hanging out?
Hanging out. Unos amigos que están like
Yeah, she's like
It's
chimbo.
like un grupo de amigos.
Sí, so we'll
Oh,
be
there's
like,
like a
Una
word for it?
bola, like.
Una bola, that's different.
so
Yeah.
so that's
Una
pretty
bola.
cool.
Now, let me
Es una
ask you.
bola de chamacos ahí.
For us-
Una bola de
Una
chamacos.
bola de...
Una bola de
She's like,
chamacos
una bola
haciendo
de
su
chamaco con
desmadre.
su chimbo.
You know what?
So basically,
Una bola for us is a ride. Dame una bola is like, give me a ride.
so
For us, it's dame
Alright.
pon,
Yeah.
dame pon.
Yeah.
Dame un raite.
Right?
so then dame un right. See that's that.
Right
What was that word again? You
That's so
said
funny.
when you grab an English word and what's it called again?
Troca or what you.
Un anglicismo.
That's what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what.
So yeah, we'll say como estoy aquí con mi combo. Like obviously,
Parche.
Combo.
Cool.
pero parche is even closer. And what are we doing as a parche? Estamos parchando. Like we're en
What?
corri,
And
like
chimba.
En coro.
en coro, estamos parchando.
In Coro, you be singing with me over here in Mexico.
She's like,
Okay, if
That's
someone
parche.
says Polas, polas,
Polas.
Bolas?
Bolas.
polas, tráigame unas polas.
I think that's
Polas.
like Like
I'm gonna give you a couple
Beers?
words. It's beers.
Beers?
You guys wanted a couple words. I'll give you a couple words.
Beers
Yo
are
just
really-
pidamos una fría.
Una
You can
fría.
say that too,
Una
but
helada.
Para nosotros es una fría.
you guys have heard this rumba, obviously.
Yeah.
Rumbear, because we
Yeah.
say that too.
You're gonna
Like,
party.
so party.
Now let me ask you guys
Go
this
ahead.
one. If I say, yo estoy clara de huevo.
What?
I don't want no diesel.
I'm assuming you're clear. Like,
I'm clear.
Like I understand. I
Yeah.
guess.
So, and actually, I should clarify because this almost
wait.
gives people a bad.
Clara de chimbo?
Estoy clara de huevo. No, so the thing is,
Could
this
be
a lot of
nasty.
these actually, the only reason they became slang is really because of rappers and stuff. So you won't hear like older people talk like this. But yeah, it's like I'm clear, like I know what's up. Like
understand.
the clara de huevo, like the what do you call it in English? The white part, the white.
Egg whites.
The egg
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 whites?
white. I'm an egg
It's
white.
clear.
Literally the egg whites.
Yeah, but I don't know how like if it has a word. For us, it's clara.
Clara,
We
yeah.
know that's what it is. But
Man,
anyways,
you ain't that
Sit
clear
down.
though, because once you cook the egg, it becomes opaque.
So it's a lie.
clara de huevo.
It's a lie to your whole life.
Now let me ask you this. So along the same lines, what if you hear the word chapeadora?
Chapeadora.
What does that mean to you?
That sounds like a hoe or something.
Chappy.
Like a hoe?
Yeah.
It's
Because I would
close
say
enough.
There's a-
chapeada
there's
is
a-
like your chapped lips, right?
It's like a specific type of hoe.
It's yeah.
It's a prostitute.
No, it's not a prostitute. So chapeadora for us, it's and again slang started in rap and all that, but it really is like a gold digger.
Oh, okay.
So a chapeadora. When Daddy Yankee says it on these guys now, because they're all saying it, chapeadora means like she a
Gold
gold
Let's
digger.
say, and what's a, let's say like a, not only like a slang word, but I say like a saying. Like a saying I can think about the top of my head, Colombians always say it, maybe a lot of people say it, is like a la orden. Like we always say that. So like,
Oh, yeah.
so if you're anywhere, you know, trying to help some, or like, hey, I just met you, be like, hey,
A la orden.
a la orden. If you need anything, let me know, a la orden. Hey, mucho gusto.
Eso para
Soy
servirle.
Sebastián, a la orden. Para servirles is what it means. So if
Yeah.
you guys got any like, you think any, you definitely have.
Well, we say things
sayings,
like.
yeah.
So I don't know. Just growing up, I always heard all these sayings that
Give me a couple.
it wasn't really slang. I think they're clear, and most of us that speak Spanish will understand it, but it didn't really translate very well to English. For example, there was one that, más sabe el diablo por viejo que por diablo, right?
Oh yeah, those are.
So in English, it really translates to the devil knows more because he's old. The devil is wiser because of his age and not because he's the devil,
Yeah.
which makes really no sense, but it just kind of, for us, it makes sense.
Okay, so I'll give you a couple things, maybe like 3-4 more, and you guys figure this out. So one that's cool is that I'm thinking Lucas,
It's a candy.
That's
it's a
money.
Mexican candy.
That's money.
money in a way. So it'd be
Oil.
so yeah. So we say plata, dinero, obviously. Lucas is like, well, so I said 20 lucas, like 20 pesos. Una
Like 20
lucas, 1
bucks.
peso. So yeah, so I said 20 lucas.
Okay, makes sense.
And for us is, a slang, I guess, slang word is chele, which really, it
Los
used to be
chelitos.
like when the peso was worth something, there was a penny, and the penny we called chele. And sometimes if you hear some really old people, they'll say things like, no vale ni un chele colorado, which are money and interest, I guess, a little history lesson. And some Dominicans don't even know this. But a lot of the Dominican money is modeled after American money. So back when we had the penny, it looked like a penny, like it was kind of red. So they would say un chele colorado. Our 25 cents look almost exactly like the quarter, and our like half pesos, like 50 centavos, used to look just like the 50-cent coin. So Trujillo was really into like he thought he wanted to be American so bad. So a lot of our money is really modeled.
Makes
So
sense.
anyways, but they say that no vale ni un chele colorado. Like it
What
would be like,
is? Let's go to you have some sort of a term for it, or might hear something when they say la olla.
for us,
No,
it's
La olla.
being broke, completely
Being broke,
broke.
you're like estoy en olla. Like Dominicans will say that. Colombians will say eso queda en la olla.
That you're broke?
That's
Like
far.
Eso queda en la olla.
we're kind of like las vacas tan flacas.
So it's like in the past or something?
La olla,
Or-
la
It's
olla
probably far.
is the slums. Like if you go to some ghettos, like eso está en la olla, like and you're thinking like the bottom. Like when we say like la pega, which is
Con
con, which is for you guys. What is it?
Rapao.
No.
The
it's
rice.
el,
El
El
pegado.
pegado,
Oh, el
pegado, pegado.
Nosotros decimos la pega, pegado. So you're thinking that's at the very deep. So you're just like, eso está en la olla. Like, yo, that's going to be in the slums. It's going to be crazy.
You know, for us, we would say something like, eso está donde el diablo dejó el zapato. So in English, for you guys, that would be like, that's where the devil left his shoe. Because so far, he didn't go back.
I'm going to give you 3 more, and that's it for the Colombian.
I want to go next after you.
Okay, cool. So 3 more, cool. Los tombos.
Los tombos.
Con cuaca ahí están los tombos.
Like the bad people? Like the police? The police? Dang, I'm half Colombian.
Parce los tombos.
Yeah, I'm not getting any of this.
Se tiran los monos.
I need you to the next 2.
I'm like, what?
If they tell you somebody, ahora sí.
For us is for us is los monos. Se tiran los monos.
We call them los puercos.
Puercos, yeah.
Un lechón. Like, okay, ahora sí.
Ahora sí. To save yourself?
Ahora sí?
Ahora sí.
Like
Jenny's kind of close.
Ahora sí.
It's like
ahora sí, to open yourself?
To go.
So like hug somebody?
Ahora sí is like
to go. So when they tell you like you can be mad or you can be mad or not mad, but mostly it might be like a little bit like that. You're like ahora sí, like get out of here, ahora sí.
These honestly mean
like get out. So that's really slang.
Now let me ask you this word and see if you guys know.
This is the last 2. Go ahead.
Salpique. What does that mean?
Salpique, to jump.
Salpique.
I mean, I know that when you put water in oil,
salpique. Yeah. Out, to get out.
It's to leave similar. Salpique, because salpique really is like
you're dripping little by little and you're getting out.
Like,
all right, last 2 for this Colombian segment since you guys wanted them. Dar papaya.
Uy.
Papaya is
le dio duro.
The fruit. Dar papaya.
That's to like have sex with somebody. That le dio papaya.
I would think
what do you think? Dar papaya.
Dar papaya. To mamar huevo.
Dar papaya is like.
I think it's to talk too much. No.
No.
He's like, we're way off, guys.
Dar papaya is like, it's an interesting one when they tell you. And I was in Colombia just recently, so they were like, hey, con cuidado cuando ando por aquí, y no hay mucha papaya, no hay papaya.
Like, don't flaunt something?
Don't flaunt, don't call too much attention to yourself, because something can happen to you. Like, con cuidado, reina, no hay papaya. Because they'll say, if you si hay papaya, la van a buscar.
No,
so like,
después te meten con el chisme.
Then, yeah.
So, no presumir.
In that kind of ways, but it's almost like in a dangerous way. Like, yo, it's like kind of like, yo, man, don't call no attention to yourself.
Okay.
That's dar papaya.
You got to handle that.
So, last one for this segment, when they say sapo or sapa.
I know that is someone. I've been watching that.
Not watching Chera.
That would make
Sapo
sense.
is a frog.
It technically, yes, that's what it is.
And then with us, it also means a woman's body part down there.
Body part?
Really?
Like a kneecap?
He's like a toe.
She said down there. Sapo, and Randy knows, go ahead.
Really?
Sapo is a snitch, which would be for Puerto Ricans.
Huh?
For Puerto Ricans, it'd be
What's a sapo?
chota. So yeah, be like, oh, just una sapo.
Sorry, I was so
sapo.
concentrating on this whole like vagina sapo thing.
Yeah.
Is it sapa or sapo?
Both.
Sapo.
If it's you would be a sapa,
Sapo.
and he'd be a sapo.
No, he said that.
in yours.
I'm trying to understand what she's saying.
Oh, no.
I'm not trying to be. Thanks, Sebastian. Damn. So you're not sapa?
No. If you were snitching, you'd be like, una sapa.
In
Es sapear, no
you know
sapo.
what's what in DR, like the word for snitch is chivato or chivata.
Isn't that something else?
Tú eres un chivato is like you're a snitch. Aquí no venga no vaya a chivatear. It's like don't be snitching.
All right. I have
There's a
some.
whole
Cáigale.
verb. Chivato,
That's not
chivatear.
that's not even a slang word. That's kind of like a saying. Yo le caigo.
Yo le caigo. I'll be there.
I'll meet you there. Yeah, that's that. Like yo le caigo, cáigame.
Sapa. Sapo.
Now let me ask.
Sapo,
Me timbra.
How would you use that in a sentence? Like if you really wanted to be dirty or something, it's like,
Yo le caigo.
¿Quieres
I don't
sapo?
think you can be sexy about it. You just can't.
So is it more like?
Reina.
Is it more like?
I'm trying to think, but I can't be
what are you
sexy.
gonna
Like
say?
hoish? Is it more like hoish people that say like?
Yeah, it's more like a dirty.
Wow.
Like
Yeah, it's ratchet.
Reina,
Okay.
Reina.
Te voy a llevar mi hoja
I'm
de
talking
maíz.
dirty.
if I said Reina,
¿Quieres mi sapo?
if I said Reina, me timbras más tarde. Me timbra.
¿Me qué?
Me timbras más tarde.
Call me later?
Call me. Yep.
We would
Timbra.
say tírame.
Yeah.
Tírame, we can say that too, but me timbra. All
All right,
right,
I got a
Wait,
few
remember some
for
WhatsApp?
for
cool.
Jenny.
What's up?
Okay, Jenny.
Yeah.
Going off of what Brittany said about puerco, there's a saying que
Pigs.
a cada puerco le llega su Navidad. What do you think that means? O a cada
So
lechón le llega
puerco
su
was-
Navidad.
Puerco was pigs, right? Like
Yes.
puerco was cops, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah.
One side of it.
One side of the word, yeah.
So Navidad, I don't know. That's weird.
So in our cultures, we have pig, like roasted pig for like Christmas time.
Christmas. Oh, so they gonna get killed.
So every
Every
man-
She said,
Es-
gonna die.
a todo puerco le llega su Navidad. It's like you got what's coming to you.
Yeah.
So a puerco can be like a police officer, but it could also be like a snitch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I have
like
more. I
that
have
one.
more.
Okay.
When we say, and I guess everybody can say,
Yeah, please.
or
go.
like chime into these ones. When we say, let's say Randy tiene fiebre, like, tiene fiebre de esto.
I think you guys
We say that.
That sounds
Really?
like he's sick and needs to go to the doctor.
That is
Well,
not what it means.
It means-
What would you say, Sebastian?
Injecciones.
Did you say that you guys say it too?
And it could be something else, but it's not. So si yo tengo fiebre de algo at the moment in time, it's like kind of like the fad, the thing that I want to do. Like it's like I want to explain it better, but esa fiebre es que tengo una fiebre pa
Tienes unas ganas de hacer esto.
kind of like for saying
Or that he's really into like something
correct.
specifically.
So
Yeah.
es que ahorita ese muchacho tiene una fiebre con el PlayStation.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what we would say. Es que le da una
Siempre.
fiebre para ir a bailar. Es que tengo una fiebre para chingar. No, like.
Yes.
Jenny,
I was
no,
thinking-
enfermo.
She's like, no, es un maniático. That's
I was thinking he was like, but sick like a sick.
Yeah.
And if not, like,
I mean, fiebre is that. Like,
Yeah.
una
literally.
fiebre con fiebre.
okay,
Okay,
and
let
then-
me see.
Or
Yeah,
if
way
you
I was
say la
thinking
fiebre, then it's like the drag races.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
what the
Oh,
heck?
dang.
Well,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Vamos
So-
para la fiebre, let's go watch the drag
You know what would be
races.
cool when they doing this episode from a remote location in another state or country?
That would be cool.
That'd be
Try to
cool.
bring some people
You can
in.
go to Idaho.
So,
I have another one.
but it's all on. So real
Yeah.
quick, it's gonna involve everybody because it's been a good minute now that we've just been talking. If there's any slang you want us to try to guess, or you want to try to
Send
add
it
on
to
the
us.
comments,
We could do
just
a
put
part
it-
two.
Oh yeah, put it down in the comments. We'll try to figure it out, and if we can't figure it out, then you can tell us what it is, and we can play a little game with it. So
Next time we should do like music.
yeah, we should.
We should decipher songs.
So Reina's got one more. And then-
One
You
more.
said you have one
I
more.
have a few more.
Well, a few more.
Oh,
then.
you trying to,
I
like-
have one that I really want to ask and
Let's
see
just
what
go
you guys
first.
think.
Good night.
All right. So what does it mean if someone says "te lo metió frío"?
Oh dang.
Querido,
What does that mean? I don't know. That sounds dirty.
It
It is.
does.
It just does sound
It
dirty.
sounds
Frío.
dirty.
Frío
It's like-
doesn't even
Te lo
sound
metió
good.
frío.
It's like y'all were like getting freaky and you didn't get freaky enough beforehand.
So,
I feel like it
Girl,
means
what I'm
like
saying.
te lo metió pero no estaba duro. Like I don't know. Like it was estaba mongo. Like
Mongo.
like it
Mongo.
wasn't. It wasn't.
All
I
right.
feel like maybe you were.
So if we say "te lo metió frío," it means he took advantage of you. Te
Correct.
engañó.
Oh damn.
Oh.
So like if Sebastian comes and like, "Hey, I love my hat. Sean sold it to me," and I'm like, "How much?" $30. I'm like, "Yo, te lo metió frío." Like he like
Yeah.
He ripped you
took
off.
up. Yeah, he ripped you
he took
off.
advantage of you. We'd say the same thing.
Which
No,
is
se
in
lo
a way,
metió.
you know, if
Sí,
you break it down, it's like,
se lo metió
yo,
frío.
he hit it without being fully
Se lo
hard.
metió sin
Yeah,
vaselina.
right?
Te
That's what I
engañó.
thought.
Yeah, like there was
Te
no
engañó.
lubrication in there.
Yeah.
But this is a kid-friendly show, so let's.
Is it really?
Hey, the
Of
camera.
course.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
It's
Well,
Okay.
It should be. I'm trying to get my viewership for the children.
When we say
I believe the
Lo hicimos a lo loco.
children.
I would say it was just like a YOLO type of affair, you know, like
Yeah,
we
and a
just did it.
sexual
yeah.
act.
valid, that's valid.
What about the word bregad?
Fregar.
We say that too.
Sounds like chingar, like you know, para de fregar.
Ah, es que
Fregar,
yo
like to be.
briego con eso.
What
No.
does that mean then?
Brego.
There's different meanings.
So in Puerto Rico, there's different meanings to the
Tell me
word,
a couple,
depending, like, so let's
I
say
dealt
that,
with it.
like, I dealt with it,
Yo
or
bregué con-
I'm gonna make out with him, or I made
Oh
out
yeah,
with him.
that's
Oh, with the crazy.
So
And then-
bregad is
then
making out,
chulear.
or like that you
Chulear.
dealt with
For
it.
us, it's chulear. Me
Well-
chulea esa. I'm like,
Oh, we know what that also means. Reina's like chupad.
No.
Back to the episode.
Oh my gosh. I would never say such a thing.
Pero bregar,
Yeah.
yo brego con eso o bregué con eso. Yeah,
all
I
right.
know
So
It's
this.
like
let
I fucks with
me
it.
ask you this one.
Yeah.
And I think
I
we're
fucks
getting
with it,
towards the
yeah.
end. I think we've had enough
Oh, she's like
examples.
yo brego con eso. I
Yeah.
fuck with it.
I fuck with
No.
it.
Then he's
What if,
Roads run down too.
what if you hear like, dale muela?
Dale muela.
How many more we need?
I would think it would be like making out because
Because you get down to the teeth.
You're getting like
See,
real.
you're
tongue all
talking
the way
too
down
much.
there.
Yeah.
Like talking too much.
No, dale.
Maybe like think it over.
I thought you were telling him.
You know what it is, right?
What? Sí, dale muela.
Dale muela, you know what it is, right? So dale muela is to like try to talk to a girl
Cotora.
or a
Now,
cotora.
it's como the opposite of, it's like say, oh, esa persona tiene, ese hombre tiene labia, let's say for that.
Yeah,
But it's like, yeah, dale muela.
dale muela. Like,
I have one
convince-
last one.
And actually, sometimes when they go so far in this slang that you'll hear people be like, ¿Dónde está Sebastián? O ahí anda de dentista. You know, dando muela. You know, just, but yeah. Cool. What else? You have one?
Okay, so the last one. Is this gonna be like the last one in? Like,
Yeah, and then I think we can just kind of wrap it up. I think
Oh, okay.
it's been fun.
Yeah, I know.
If you know it, don't say I want Jenny to you.
Okay.
Afrentado.
Afrentado.
I like that one.
Yes.
I would
That's a
think
good one.
angry, like he's mad. Afrentado. Because like when you confront something, it does. I don't know. That's what I would just.
I like the thought process that she
Yeah.
has. Like I feel like everything makes sense when you say it.
Yeah.
I feel like we're the wrong ones. Like we just made this word up from nowhere. Like,
And it's like, you're wrong, but are we wrong?
are we? Is it us? 'Cause I think it's us.
Afrentado.
Afrentado's
He's gonna
like
confront
a
someone.
gluttony person. Like he eats too much, or he has too
okay.
much of
Like
something.
trago.
Oh, but hold on. But it can also be used in different ways. Because you could be like, Sebastián un afrentado. It's like he's out there. He's
That's what I would
he's
use it as.
Ooh.
That's not what it means for
That's
us.
what I
For
would
us
Not
to
for
say
us.
that. Really? Because
Nope.
for us it'd be like, Sebastián un afrentado is like,
I
he
would say
just-
it's Sebastián afrentado, but it means that he eats a lot. Like that's what it would mean
No,
to
but like,
us. To
someone
us.
without, someone
I
almost.
know that too. You're good.
And I guess it could be, because for us it's like,
Not enough.
almost like not being shy, not being like he's
Correct.
the one, he's out there.
He's out there.
So he's like un afrentado. So un afrentado.
Last one, since you
como que
guys,
pone frente.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
just out there.
since you guys want one more Colombian goodie word, slang word saying. Last one for me will be mamar gallo.
Oh my gosh. Anything with mamara just
What does that
worries
mean?
me.
I feel like huevo and gallo. You know the gallo and helps out with huevos, right?
I think I got it.
What is
it's the
that
same.
mean?
I think mamá gallo.
Eh,
I think if like tú me quieres poner mamá gallo, it's like you're gonna take me like a dummy. You think I'm a dummy.
mamar gallo.
I'm
Is
not
he
gallo.
correct?
You could use it in that term, but it's a little off. But no, we're not gonna go with that one.
Hold on. Give me like a
Mamar
second.
gallo. And you want me to do it in a sentence?
Oh, no, I got
Hold
it.
on,
What is it,
hold on.
Randy?
Let me go in a sentence.
Mamar gallo is making out.
No.
With someone's chimbo.
So can you use it in a sentence?
Deje mamar gallo.
Oh,
Talking
sale
shit?
como
Like,
de-
stop talking shit.
that
No,
sounds
no,
like-
mamar gallo is someone that's like eavesdropping.
No.
No,
That would be.
Bochinchar, like talking.
Bochinchar, we use that too, but no.
Deje
Deje
comer
mamar
boca.
gallo.
What does
What is
mamar mean to you?
what it
In this
does.
one, mamar is what it means to everybody.
Sucking.
Sucking.
Okay.
Sucking, gallo.
Like
Gallo would
sucking
be, what's gallo in English?
Cock.
Yeah, stop.
Oh, sucking dick.
But in this case, someone would tell you this, and it wouldn't be super rude. Deje mamar gallo. Stop
Thanks.
procrastinating, wasting your time. Like
Oh,
you're like you're trying to do something. Like let's say,
But
Raina.
if you're sucking chimbo, you're not.
Basically, there's a couple. I'm gonna give you a couple sayings. It's like this.
you're working
Like
hard.
they're like you're. Let's say you want Randy to do something. He's chilling, playing PlayStation. You come down. Deje mamar gallo. You're wasting time over
I'm
here.
gonna start
Like,
saying
okay.
that.
like my dad, me growing up. Like I'm wasting my time like this, and he's like, ¿Qué estás haciendo? Pensando en las bolas del gallo. Like you're wasting your time thinking about the balls, and you're out here sucking
it seems
cock.
like-
And literally, that's what your parents tell you. Stop sucking cock and come upstairs and clean.
That's
If you had kids, would you say that? to
Deje
them?
mamar gallo.
You would.
See,
Yes.
That's what's so crazy.
It's-
It's like,
But if
that's
you
what-
translate it, that'd be super rude in English. Stop sucking cock and go do your chores.
I think that's what I might
That's
say.
the type of
Like,
Sean
no.
parenting. You be, stop fucking sucking dick. And you
What's
get up here and you
crazy-
help your mom.
What-
You bastard.
Go clean up your
Dad.
windows.
what's crazy? What's crazy is
That's not
that
even mom. I know.
That's not even mom. And you don't tell your mom, you little bastard. Piece of shit.
what's crazy is it kind of
You'll be out on this street for the fucking morning.
kind of makes sense why Hispanics who grew up to be kind of like stronger because shit when their parents tell
in
them-
all their countries, basically, yeah, you translate a lot of things in English and it just it wouldn't
Yes.
correlate. It wouldn't be right.
Now let
to
me
be
ask you
speaking
this:
to people like
one
horrible
last one,
parenting.
since you got that thought. Like, what if someone says "la creta"? What does that mean for you guys?
I thought we were. That was the last
I know,
one.
but
How
that
could-
one, the gallo.
That was
just
a good ending to
Just
this.
because the gallo,
Yeah, I
added
thought that
one.
was excellent.
Excellent.
Entonces, cree que me
Creta?
La creta. If someone says "la
And he's like,
creta,"
of course, it's the crate,
Yeah,
the
it's-
Spanish crate.
I thought it was gonna be like a secret.
Oh, nice. It is a secret to some. It is a secret to some.
So la creta, what it is in Spanish is the, I don't know what you really call it
From
in
the
English.
gallo?
El gallo,
The glove.
the little squiggly thing they have up here.
We all say blue.
I was thinking that y'all were trying to say cricket, so I was like,
No.
that's not the glove.
What?
No,
Oh, so does it
He's
mean like
talking about
rubber?
la crica.
Oh no! What are you talking about?
No,
That's not
so
the
la creta.
Creta.
And what's funny, Sean may be the closest one to it. La
Correct, it's
creta
what it
is
is.
the woman's part, like, but really like dirty and offensive, like.
La
Le-
Wait,
le
what
di la
woman thought is
creta.
like the actual
Or
clip.
the
Like,
clit, like the
cunt.
full on, like.
Okay.
no, not
Because it looks like the.
No, because the real definition
No, it's like
of
the
cunt
lips
is
or whatever, like
It's
the.
not.
Oh, okay.
That is disgusting.
That.
That's why when you
It
hear
is.
Dominicans say la creta,
La
oh,
creta.
la creta, you be like,
It's like
hey.
a swear word.
I
Or it'd be
I'm
like,
gonna stay with sapo.
Yeah.
or be like, yo, ¿qué
Sapo
está
Sounds
haciendo?
cuter.
I
Yo,
know.
Talica,
Little sapo.
le está dando en la creta. It's just like, it's
Hey,
super vulgar.
Randy wanted to finish the
So
episode.
there was
with
a
la creta.
novela, that novela back in the day.
So-
What was it called?
so
that was like
creta is different than
sapito.
cricket.
It's a saying.
No, that's something. That's a song.
Yeah, that sounds
That's
was-
a song. That was
It's-
a part of a novela.
Ryan, explain that because he's wanting to say la
I
creta.
was
y-
probably thinking about
It's
coffee said.
like
Yeah,
But that's not
No,
part
no,
of it.
but he's
has a
talking.
little floppy thing.
But she
on
was saying
his head.
sapito.
What do you call
But he's
it?
talking about.
AKA sapo.
And then
A little.
like-
It looks like.
Oh, on,
Like
on the
skin.
actual rooster.
Yeah.
No, but he's talking about what's the word that you wanted? You said
Like,
La
Sean?
crica.
la crica.
Can we-
Crica is like a
That's
woman's part.
really like
Very dirty.
like gafre. Like nobody even says that.
Okay.
That's super
Because you're
dirty.
disgusting.
Super dirty woman
disgusting.
part.
I'm like, it's my word.
He said that's literally me.
That's
Like
what
you
I'm
just
asking.
described me.
So, anyways, but yes. So
I don't find nothing offensive.
I know.
In this episode, he's like, sounds like a lot of great words to pick
What
up.
did he say? Hey Sean, come over here and tell the people what you said that one time in the car when we were on the way to a wedding.
Oh, I did.
Oh.
Ah, man, we got a couple more that I'd like to fucking say. Man.
then let's do it.
Real quick, just to throw these out, because we got other words. Pecueca.
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 It sounds like a neck.
That
Sounds like
sounds
a
like the
dessert.
smell. Like,
Like
yo,
biscuit.
it's not
Pecueca
pecueca.
smell of the feet, which for you guys would be
Cicote.
cicote. Chucha. Ah, tiene una chucha.
a dog.
It's another smell
Wasn't that
from
like
the arms,
Domino's?
which would be
Grajo. For
grajo.
un grajo.
Oh,
I suck at this game.
Whoa! Wait, what? Say that one more time.
Un
So,
grajo. for us.
grajo is for Dominicans. We'll say chucha. That's like, your armpit stink. Oh, it's
Grajo for us is saying
no, it's saying for
Yeah,
him.
for us it's something different.
it's like vagina lips.
Yeah, no, see, for us.
Dang, this is all complicated.
Correct. So we'll say, oh, se tiene una chucha bien severa. Or another,
Like una peste.
Yeah.
in the arms. Y pecueca's in the feet.
See, for us though, we would
Pecueca's
say,
the feet?
we would
Diego
say,
says it on a song where he
That
says
is funny.
that when he's in Colombia, he's like, se lo meta a ella y no le importa que tengo pecueca. Like,
Ew.
he's a little too much.
so now
So
one
that means
thing
you have stinky
for
feet.
us, we would say like, tiene un grajo que corta,
Correct.
Like they
So un
would-
grajo que corta, the way they say it, then
because it hits you, like
it hits
cuts
you
you, like,
bad.
oh,
We actually sometimes say like tiene un bajo,
Tiene un bajo,
and then whatever the person.
Colombians would say,
Grajo,
tiene
yeah, we
una
say that.
chucha, or they would say like, oh, ese tipo tiene un golpe de ala. Like, un golpe de ala. Like, blah. So like, this is the way, oh, he tiene un golpe de ala. Careful, because
Dang, I feel
he'll
like
hit you.
Mexicans be taking care of themselves. They
I
you
know.
gotta sing about
It's like
how
we don't
someone smells.
stink. We can't say nothing.
We don't smell that bad.
I'm sure
And we
there's
didn't even
some-
get
Also
into.
say like
we,
pesta cebolla.
Yeah.
oh, we didn't even.
Bajo
We're probably
cebolla.
done, but we didn't even get
Oh,
into.
we say tiene un bajo
Mama
a
bicho.
chinchilín.
Well,
Yeah.
we didn't even get into that
Huele
stuff.
bicho, mamá bicho.
No, we say that. We was.
No, what did you say that time in the car?
He just said it.
What?
Respetuoso.
Oh, okay.
No, but we
Oh
say.
wait, have Jenny guess it. Come here and say
What
so.
is it? What,
Have Jenny guess
No,
it.
What'd you
it's
say,
fine.
merchocho?
Oh, no.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Wait, what is it?
He's not gonna get it.
Rompetoto. Rompetoto. It sounds cute. Rompetoto. It sounds like a children's song.
That's the last thing.
That's
Wait,
what
we
you gotta
get it,
do.
like,
Rompe todo. It means when you beat it up like hard, like.
Toto,
I'm gonna use that next time.
Toto for Dominicans is the
It's like
woman's
a-
part.
Yeah.
You beating up the sapo.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
So rompe Toto would not be
It's not
that
cute,
children's.
man.
So,
The children's.
What do they call Mexico?
Sounds like
In Mexico, what do they call kids?
she's like,
niños, chamacos,
Chamacos.
squinkles.
Chamacos. Say that word again?
Squinkles. I always heard that in novelas.
That's a
El
good
squinkle.
Squinkles.
Okay, and you
I
guys say
like that one.
chamaco also?
We say
Malone said
tiguerito.
tiguerito. we say two things. You could call them culicagao. Culicagao, like you're like, I said culicagao, you know? And we translated earlier, which means culo cagao means your ass is shitted. And basically, it just means like, es un culicagao. Like, even if you're older and you do something, you know, you're 15, 16, you could be 20, whatever, and you do some childish shit, your parents will be like, es un culicagao todavía. Like, or they call you that. What's the other one?
Mama bicho.
No, that's not what they call the kids.
No? Okay.
The other one would be chino.
We call them bichos.
Chino,
like
which is Chinese. They'll be like, ese chinito está muy lindo. And it's just a kid. They're like, oh.
Yeah, no, we
Chino,
call
it's
it.
not Asian or anything like.
That's not Asian. It's anybody, but it's a kid. He's like, ese chinito está muy
That's
lindo.
interesting.
But majority you'd say, ese culicagao. Ay, and they'll be nice. They'll be like, ay, qué lindo este culicagao. Like he's
No,
little shit, but he's beautiful.
We will say bicho, which in Puerto Rico is a whole different thing. But we will say, oh, el bicho tuyo, recógelo. Like, agarra el bicho tuyo. Like,
which would be grab your little kid, but the Puerto Ricans grab your dick. It's on the floor.
No, yeah, so but so one thing, and I think we illustrated it pretty well through this whole episode. Spanish, and for those of you guys out there that try to get offensive with it sometimes, I guess, don't say, oh, he's speaking Mexican or he's speaking this, because we speak Spanish, but at the same time, there is a lot of different, Spanish, and that's why sometimes you'll get somebody that's like, hey, tell me what he's saying. And you'll be like, I don't understand what he's really saying. It's because they may be using a lot of slang. They may be using a lot of those things. So it's just kind of interesting. And I was just reading, just interesting as we were going between things. But I just wanted to see kind of like what slang originated from. Just, I guess I was curious. But it was in the mid-1800s, it says.
In all the world?
It says
1800.
So in the mid-18th century is where the word started being a thing. Like, oh, it's a slang, and then there's no clear like who started it, but I guess before the 18th century there wasn't slang. There wasn't. I think honestly they say one of the biggest ones was like, I just had it in the top of my tongue. The guy that wrote Romeo and Juliet. Shakespeare, he's credited to be one that used a lot of slang and invented a lot of words. So I don't know if that's where all that comes from. But
he needed to rhyme.
That's it in the show.
Yes.
I feel like
we wrapped up this portion. But you know what? Fuck it, let's throw one last one Colombian out there.
Yeah,
because they're funny.
I feel like we don't want to end this
because you guys been laughing to it. If someone says, "Estoy mamado."
Didn't we say
the mamado one?
Estoy mamado.
For me, when I say mamado, like when someone is mamado, it means they're buff, they're strong. They're like
mamado means for us tired. Like estoy mamado.
But I've heard it too, and it may be wrong.
Correct.
But in narcos they use like "toy mamado" is like "toy jodido," like it's just like
that
also
"toy mamado."
Tired. I'm done. Okay, we did that. So this one, what does this mean to you guys? Maluco. Que maluco.
Que mala onda. Like that fucking sucks.
Close.
Maluco is like an evil
So they
guy.
tell you like, Reina, how was work today? Que maluco ese trabajo.
Like I'm done with it.
I'm done with it. Or Randy,
it sounded like
how was the video game you played? Que maluco ese juego. Like
nosotros decimos un clavo.
Un clavo.
It's like la película como estuvo. Eso fue un clavo. It's just like it's a nail, but I don't know why the nail.
It's
but
nail
it
that
sucks.
sucked. Yo, but obviously we have to move to the other segment if we're still gonna do
Yeah,
this.
I know. So let's keep it.
So yeah, we're done.
It's
Thank
been
you,
an
everybody.
hour.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
this was amazing.
So moral of this whole thing.
We're all
There's
different, but we're
cultures,
all
different
similar.
Spanishes within the cultures, and we love it.
Yes, and
We
we're all
learned a lot.
similar.
Also, hijo de puta. My bad. Hijo de puta. That means hijo de puta. For us, we say it a lot. Obviously, a lot of people say that. It's fucking bad, but not really.
HP.
Pero HP, nice people that don't want to say hijo de puta, they say HP. Esa persona es un HP.
Well, but in Puerto Rico, it can mean that, but then you can be like, la película estuvo hijo de puta.
Like it's cool.
Like
We
it
could
was
also say,
really
que
good.
vaina tan hijo de puta. We say that too.
But you know what's crazy is the same. I'm pretty sure it happens in English, but your parents will be like, "Hey, hijo de puta!" You'll be like, well, "You're my mom, though. Like, what are you calling yourself up?"
Yo, we gotta go past this for us. We're not even trying to finish this.
But yeah, let's go. Let's go.
We already talked about moms. So you can't do that.
So for the next segment, we're gonna do
Talk about my mom.
So for those of you guys that are new to the podcast, this next segment, the 3, 2, 1, is where each of us shares something that was impactful for us. Usually we do the episode with 3 of us, so that's kind of what we did, the 3, 2, 1. But in this
Correct.
case, since there's 3 beautiful women in our episode, they're gonna do the 3, 2, 1.
Which is something impactful
Let's say-
to the week, something you take.
I'm going back
take
to
away
the
from
other segment, and I'm gonna just be like chorro de lambone.
Oh yeah.
Chorro de lambón, okay.
it. That was your impactful thing for the week.
Lambo.
No.
Lambón is
Like
someone
kiss
like
ass.
kiss ass.
Yes,
Yeah,
like
like
kiss
that.
That's for us too,
Oh,
yeah.
dang, okay.
But anyway, so what's
Lambo.
something impactful for you guys?
Let's start with Jenny.
Something impactful. Oh,
that you take
dang.
away from this last week, something that
Or
that
recently even.
yeah, something that you take away that in a positive note, something cool, maybe
Or
an
something
event
that
that
was
you've been to,
sucky. And
something that you saw. You know, it could have been something bad, but you learned something good from it. So just something, really quick.
Okay, gosh, put me on the spot like that. Let me think.
Did we not do it with the episode that you were here?
Yeah, but I feel like last time I just said something dumb. I was just like, yeah, whatever. No, I can't remember what I said last time. I can't remember.
say something new this
We can
time.
go back.
Okay, hold on.
We can go back
We
to the
can
tapes
circle
if
back
you like.
to you.
Just so you don't say it again.
Something impactful.
But Raina, show her how to do it, please.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Oh,
yeah. Let
okay.
me see an example, please.
Something impactful for me. Okay, so I'm sure you guys probably don't know, but me and Randy have a reselling business. We actually have a reselling channel, which is the Happy's TV. So make sure to subscribe.
Shameless plug. Go on.
Follow us. So regarding our business, we actually hit a jackpot. How would you say it? Like a jackpot,
A store, a place.
like a honey hole, where we found tons and tons and tons
You
of
found
inventory.
the plug.
Yes.
Welcome.
And yeah, so we bought a few things. We resell clothes, and it was pretty
like it.
much a pretty good deal. We're
Yeah, it's
excited
good.
to resell.
So it's something you take away from the week.
Mane,
Something
vamos a traer esos
beautiful
chel.
that happened for.
Los
What do you
chelitos.
got? Something good must have
So
happened
it's
this
essentially
week.
something good that happened to you during the week.
Yeah, we're,
Yeah.
we're bad.
Something
That turned into
Something
something
like
positive.
your car. You had a situation. It's gonna get better.
It's
Whatever.
gonna
you
get
know?
better tomorrow,
So, yeah.
hopefully. But something that I took away was basically I finally finished my Fabulous Women of History cross stitch, which took me about a year and a half.
Congrats, I like that. That's a good takeaway. I
That's
love
some
it.
dedication.
And for
Okay.
those of you guys that we mentioned it before, but that string art that's hanging over
Oh
there.
yeah, that was her.
Great Brad made it. We
This is
showed it
Brittany.
before,
She does
so.
it
So
for a good price. DM us. Get you going. What do you got, Jenny? What'd you take away from this
something
week?
impactful. Something I took away.
You got
I'm
a check.
not good at this. I
What do you wanna-
guess so. I
what do you-
wook up.
What do you want to take away from?
I woke up today.
You know what?
Just like
For the
I'm
first
alive.
time, for the first time ever, I might switch it up here. What do you want to take out of next week?
Next week. Oh, I want to get into. I want to go to college again.
Ooh.
I'll get my
I like
shit
that.
together. I'll be a teacher.
What do you want to teach?
Kids.
She's like Spanish.
Oh. Nice.
Spanish slang.
lot of new content for these young
This new
minds.
lullaby that I just barely
These
heard.
fully cagadas. All right, I like it. All right, cool. So we're
He's
done
like,
with that.
He's like, she's gonna walk into class. Okay, kids, dejen de estar mamando gallo.
All right, what do we got rated for the People's
Oh.
Note? Explain to people
Yes.
what the People's Note is.
So if you're new, the People's Note is our version of the quote of the day.
Mhm.
And for today, it is culture does not make people. People make culture.
Fact.
I like that.
That's a good
That's
one.
actual. So
Yeah.
culture does not make people. People make culture. That's very true.
Yeah.
And then cultures come together and we form great
Society.
We make another culture.
I was going,
Cultures make subcultures.
I was going from what I learned in school that cultures make up society, but maybe I'm wrong.
I like it. That was
It's like
beautiful.
an ecosystem.
So, anyways, great episode. It was a lot of
Shout
fun.
out people.
A little different. Shout out to everybody that's
Raina, who you
supported
got to
us.
shout out? Jenny, Brittany, come on. We got some shout outs. I know we got to have some shout outs here.
Yay! Shout out to George. I love you.
That was beautiful. We got that.
I'm gonna cut that out. I'm just kidding.
To all the listeners.
No, but-
Randy always shouts out all the listeners.
yeah, shout out to everybody that supports us and gives us topics and ideas for the show. We really appreciate you. Thanks for the support from the beginning. We keep growing and growing, and it's kind of crazy to see it, but we love it.
We're getting some feedback that's pretty cool. People actually write in saying that this show, they
Oh
like
yeah,
the
we got that
content.
really cool review on the.
Shout out to all you guys on the show that you guys actually stuck with it this long. Like I'm saying, 21 weeks. We're talking about we're almost 6 months in.
Yeah,
Constant. Shout out to Sean back there helping us out with everything.
yeah.
Brittany with this art, that's dope. We
Omega.
made a show. Jenny,
So,
Omega
um,
for behaving, which that's the
Rare.
mascot for the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whatever platform you're listening to us in, wherever this is available and you may be listening, please leave us a comment, a like, subscribe if it's somewhere where you can subscribe. We'd like to see, this channel or this podcast really continue to grow and just kind of make it into something even more amazing than it is today. So
Show your friends.
again,
Your mom.
yeah, show your friends, show your mom, show everybody.
Your dog.
Tell your mom. What was that old
Hide your
man?
kids,
Hide your kids. Hide your
There's a rich and everybody out
Hey,
here.
everybody out here. That was a classic.
That was
one,
crazy.
yeah. What year was that? My bad. What year
That
was
was
that?
like 2010. It was
Okay,
a
cool.
while ago.
Shout out to everybody.
No, but anyways, thanks for watching. Again, episode 21. We wanted to do something different. That's why we did this.
It's fun.
And,
Yeah, it was fun.
yeah.
Shout out to everybody. It's all love.
Shout out to Gala.
Shout out to everybody. Thanks for all the
Her
love.
own brother, don't shout her out.
Oh, Gala.
hit me with the. Come on, Brittany. You know what you got to do.
Cut.